I'm talking to Professor Carroll Smith-Rosenberg, who was one of the early pioneers in women's history. We're sitting in the New York Historical Society Library reading room, where Professor Smith-Rosenberg did most of her early work, and especially the work on the dissertation that became the first book.
Alice, I just wanted to show you this book because you had been asking about what women were doing in the early period, the early national period. And one of the things they were doing was reading books, and reading books of political content for women. And this is an original copy of Mary Wollstonecraft's Vindication of the Rights of Women, which is this great classic vindication of women's rights, and it was published in Philadelphia the very year that it was first published in England in 1792. It later gets serialized by Isaiah Thompson in the Massachusetts magazine for I think 11 series or 11 issues, and it was widely read by women, and they commented very, very favorably on this, despite the fact that Mary Wollstonecraft's husband, Edward Godwin, published a memoir of her that reported that she had had extramarital relations, a child out of wedlock, had lived with him before they were married, etc. But the most respectable women, even Quaker women in Philadelphia, wrote to one another saying, "She speaks my mind." Yes. Or another woman wrote to her daughter, who was married to Benjamin Rush, scolding her for not having read the book yet and for not writing to her reactions. So this was a very, very popular book, and a very, very important book to this day in terms of feminist thought.
What's interesting is that it achieved such popularity in the United States, where women are already said to be freer than they are in the old world. But if this book is speaking to them, then it suggests that their positions were really not as free.
I'm not sure you could really argue that their positions were freer than in England. I think they were very comparable.